Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video, I want to answer a question that often gets asked to me about network marketing. Is network marketing halal or haram? Now, first and foremost, I'd like to tell you that I am not an Islamic scholar. I didn't go to like an Islamic school or Islamic university to really study deeply the religion of Islam. And just to clarify as well, Islam isn't just a religion; it's a complete way of life. So it has a holistic approach to everything. There is a political, economic, social system in Islam. It has answers to a lot of the problems. It addresses a lot of these issues as well, how to do business and all that stuff. So if you want to go into any profession, my recommendation is always see what Allah says in the Quran, and also is there anything discussed in a hadith, and on top of that, ask the people with knowledge, people that have actually studied at a university level and have gone through all the different details and points, so they can give you a better answer to that question. However, I'm going to tell you from the perspective that someone that really looked at all these things on like self-studied, and also has been involved in network marketing. So I can tell you exactly that the reasons why I'm making these points, and what are the aspects of which is permissible in Islam and which aspects are not permissible in Islam, which makes something haram. Now, clearly, and everyone should agree that it's illegal and it's haram to get involved in a pyramid scheme. So you understand a pyramid scheme is just that people come into a network, or it's like a pyramid, and the first person that joins the pyramid, he makes the most money, and then people under him, they make part, and then eventually people at the end, they lose all their money. So a big percentage of the pyramid, the people right at the bottom of the pyramid, have to lose money for the people at the top to make money. So it's a bit of it is a scam. So that's clear. It's illegal anyway, and it's very clear. So we know that's also haram. But what about network marketing? The concept of network marketing, it's actually a very effective marketing channel, right? It's very useful. But just like anything, even like a knife, a knife, you can use it to do harm with it, and you can do good with it. You can just chop onions, or you can stab someone with a knife. So it depends how you use that knife or that tool. The point I want to make is that when network marketing started, obviously it was being tuned quite a bit. There was a lot of mistakes, a lot of things were kind of, okay, this industry needs to be regulated. So there was a lot of things that were being adjusted along the way. And from the companies I joined quite a lot. I was always doing some sort of network marketing program on the side. Whenever I was doing business or supplementing my income, I was doing something on the side of like a network marketing company. And there's only two companies that I was involved in. I can tell you they used network marketing the correct way, legally, and if someone had asked me, is it halal to do this to join this network marketing company, I would have told you absolutely it's 100% halal. In fact, the concept of network marketing is also in Islam. Now, you might be shocked about this, and you might say, well, is it really mentioned in the Quran and stuff like that? Well, yes. If you look into, say, sadaqah jariyah, what is sadaqah jariyah? It's perpetual charity. So, but the difference is between the network marketing that we know and the network marketing in Islam, effectively, or what Allah's offering. It's an amazing offer where basically Allah's saying to you, any good that you do, you'll get that reward, but you teach someone good, or you teach them something, you give them knowledge, or you help someone out, or you create the sadaqah jariyah, which is like perpetual charity. Anyone that benefits from that, and they also repeat that process, Allah gives you 100% and even more reward. So you're it's like an amazing offer from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that the whole concept of sharing good, doing da'wah. So you do da'wah, for example, you invite someone to Islam, they become a Muslim, they also invite other people to Islam. And imagine in the Day of Judgment, you have all these people there that you don't even know, and they're like all the way down the network, and you're getting an equal reward to every action they're doing. They go to Hajj, you're getting a reward of Hajj, and because you started that whole chain. So the whole concept is good, but I want to explain now the traditional way of how network marketing does it. I'm not now talking about doing good deeds and stuff like that, which is all lovely, but I was just trying to prove that little point here. So this is what basically differentiates network marketing. So what actually happened is, in industry, they started pushing the boundaries. So the companies would say, okay, how far can we push the boundaries to get to, just about the line where it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, but it's not quite a pyramid scheme, and it's kind of vague in between. So there's no sort of enforcement for them to stop this particular action. And so they're kind of like debating. So you got like companies that came along and said, right, okay, we can charge a fee to join a program. They don't give you anything. They give you a useless website, for example, and they will say to you, pay £500 to join the program. And then they will say to you, oh, this is our products and services, because they obviously you have to be selling something. To not be a pyramid scheme, you have to be offering a product or a service. So they start putting some products and services, but the real money, now you only get to know this once you start climbing up the network. The real money or the real commission is actually coming from that payment that you made when you join the program, and the recurring payments that you make every year to just renew your membership. And that's how the guys at the top make the money. Now you're not going to get that in the literature straight away. They're not going to like kind of announce it, pay us 500, that your £500 is actually funding your upline's income. They're not going to say that. They're going to say to you that all the money's coming from the products and services that's being sold. But if you have like 2 brain cells, you don't have to be very intelligent. You can actually see that what they're offering as a reward or incentives is far greater than the actual service or product's value, which, if you do the maths, things won't add up. And the only way that money could be made is out the commission. And like I said, once I climbed the network program, and then I started to meet and mingle amongst the people at the top, even director level, then things started to leak out to me. And then I started to realize that's what's really happening. And they can't officially put it in any documentation because they could be in a lot of legal problems. I'm not going to mention the companies. So there's some people, obviously these people are not Muslims that have set up these networks or involved. Their only incentive is to make money. So it's all about profits, nothing else. Not even the network making money. It's about the network marketing company making money, and those are like the founding associates that join the program early on in the stage. They make money, and sad to say that a lot of Muslims, once they're earning a good sort of like regular income, passive income, 20, 30, 50,000 pound a month coming in, and even if they get all the proof in the world, and that's why the company kind of, when they get really close to the top, they kind of expose, or they get to know a lot of these things that are not legal and not halal, but they still kind of like brush it aside because they don't really care, because it comes down to their Aqidah. They don't really care if it's halal or haram. For them, they enjoy their lifestyle and they kind of brush aside or Islam. They leave Islam in the mosque, and outside the mosque it's like completely. So I have a lot of these friends that are Muslims. They pray us in the mosque and that kind of stuff, but unfortunately money has blinded them. The dunya has blinded them to walking away from a haram source of income. Alright, so that's that point. But now there's other companies which I got involved in as well, which I can tell you they're 100% halal, And what their joining thing wasn't like, okay, pay us X amount of money to join the program. It was like, okay, we sell these products and services. You could join a program. There's this admin fee, very small. I'm talking less than £100. I'm talking about like £10, £20, that kind of stuff, and sometimes free. It's not like there's any cost at all. So you can get pretty much join a program absolutely or virtually free. Let's put it that way, because there's obviously sometimes there's admin costs like postage, which you can kind of try to justify. If they're sending you something in the post, or they're sending you a package or some marketing material, you can justify the cost of, like, say, £20, because they're giving you all this literature, they're giving you all the sales, the sales tools that you're going to need for promoting their product or service. So you can justify that, but it's very, very minimal. And then it's all based on commission. So if you sell something, you'll get 20% or 30%. It depends on the program, of course, but like, say, 20%. So it's very clear to identify. So if there's a product for £100, and they say to you, okay, you're making 30%, you can easily work out it's £30 yours, and the rest goes to the company, for example. Okay, so it's very clear. It's not like, okay, if you sell this product, or this service, and it costs £100, and it's competitively priced. I mean, outside, this same product might be sold, 110 or something. So it's kind of competitively priced, or you might have a more superior product or service than what's offered outside in the mainstream. The market. So there is some sort of a differentiating factor. So when you're going out and you're trying to sell something, you're really going with full confidence that you're actually giving the end customer the best product or service out there on offer. So having said that, it's very clear to justify the income, where the commission's coming from. So if you get £30, or you know exactly that, because that's 30%, and it's very clear. Unlike other companies, they will tell you, okay, we sell these products and say it costs £100, but if you sell, like 10 of them, you'll get like a £2,500 bonus, that kind of stuff. So you kind of, where does £2,500 come from? How could they give you a big lump sum? Now that looks attractive to someone. They say, well, okay, I'm going to get, say, 10% or 20% or 30% of the product, and rest of it goes to the company. But then somehow, I've sold 10 of them, and the company's going to give me 2,500. So I'm kind of like, even if I would buy the products and services, I could make more money, then I might as well just stock up and just buy the stuff and get the commission from the company. They'll say to you, okay, we'll just do it as a one-off thing. Obviously, your upline would get a big bonus as well. He'll get a few £100. So you kind of like look at this and say, wait a minute, the company's sold like £1,000, or let's say even £10,000. They're paying out like £50,000 in commissions. How on earth is that possible? Yeah, and that's the thing. You just the maths just do not add up. It just does not add up at all. Even the service as well. You might be thinking, okay, the company is making a reoccurring, commission. It's like a subscription-based thing, and if it was something like, customers are paying, let's say, £10 a month or something like that, or £50 a month, and you're trying to sign people up to this subscription service, and then suddenly the company is actually offering unrealistic income potentials, in the sense, if you join the program, pay X amount of money, but when you sell the stuff, or you get 10 subscribers, which is like £500 going into the company, they're going to give you this massive bonus, and they're going to give you a percentage of the reoccurring subscription. It looks too good to be true, and although it might be enticing and attractive, and a lot of people have made huge amounts of money. I know people that have made millions out of these things, but it's definitely not halal at all. It's definitely haram. This type of network marketing, which is a mix between the pyramid scheme, but they go under the umbrella of a network marketing company, or they say we're using network marketing to promote our products and service. So that is my understanding, and that's what I observed, and I personally would recommend that people do their homework, find out exactly where the income streams are coming from. Yeah, you're not going to see it in the literature. You have to start speaking to, if you do want to get involved in something like that, I would suggest, get to know the people right at the top, and befriend them, and then start to gradually get into these conversations, and then maybe someone might just slip of a tongue or something, they might say something, or they might tell you something, thinking that they will, you'll be interested. They might think you're like a dodgy guy like them, and they might actually, basically just tell you the whole plan, and give you the details of how the income is funded, and like I did with one brother, because I wanted to confirm from what I'm witnessing, and I actually spoke to him over coffee, in a Costa coffee, and I just went through it, and I said to him, don't you see this doesn't add up? And he says, and I'm saying to him, this is what I've noticed, yes, I can justify the commission if I'm taking into account the joining fee and all that stuff in the month. Then I can start saying, okay, yeah, the company will make a profit, and yeah, there is this big pot, and if that's being distributed, then I can sort of identify the commission amounts, huge, good, attractive commission payments. But I cannot justify it if you're saying to me that that's not in that, and it's all about percentage of the product, because it just, no matter how you play with the numbers, you will never get anywhere near what the company is offering as an incentive or commission or passive income. So if it's too good to be true, then it's definitely not true, and it's definitely from an Islamic perspective, it's very clear. It is haram, and I can tell you that, and Allah knows best. Allahu A'lam. If I've said anything wrong in this video, please give me some constructive criticism. You might have a different opinion. You might, I've come across Muslims that have said to me, it's halal, for example, to do spread betting, gambling. There's some people that have really lack knowledge, and they've told me stuff. They've started debating with me, and I don't like doing debates. I like just, if someone's got a question, I'll give them my opinion. I'll give them my reasoning behind it as much as possible. But I don't like the debates, because everyone's kind of trying to they're trying to win the argument without anything. So sometimes people, they sort of debate about something, and they don't even believe in it themselves. They don't even believe what they're saying. They kind of just because they just want to win. It's like a competition thing. So I kind of stay away from it. I'm not very knowledgeable, but from what I've learned from the Seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, and even the companion stuff, I don't know anyone. I might be wrong, but I just don't know anyone that's ever done debates. I'm not talking about the day and age dawah scene, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the companions of the Prophet ﷺ and Muhammad ﷺ. I might be wrong on that, but I haven't seen it anywhere. I've seen just that the method is just giving dawah, inviting people to Islam, answering questions, doing different techniques to show the true Islam, and doing the dawah in that way, but not okay, these are my points, let's debate and stuff. Having said that, I am a big fan of Ahmad Didat. I grew up on Ahmad Didat. This is what really gave me educated me about Islam in a big way, and brothers like Ahmad Didat that came after. And I did get involved. I contacted the Islamic Propagation Center when I was much younger, and they used to give me a lot of literature and stuff, and I used to use that when I was doing dawah. Like I said before, the traditional way of just speaking to people, random people, and making friends, networking in that way. So that's just something. So I did sort of like the debates that Ahmad Didat was doing, and I learnt a lot from it, and it helped me understand even the Bible better. When I was reading the Bible, I understood it better, and I was able to answer Christians' questions when I was having discussions with them as well. But I always avoid getting into sort of like a debate kind of style thing. It's not my style. My style is just, you want to learn something, you know, ask me. I'll give you my opinion. I'll give you the information I have. If you disagree, you disagree. You have your way. I have my way. Lakum dinakum waliya din, and that's it. Finished. And I just keep it peaceful in that way, and that's it. Okay, I'm sorry to, I've spoken for quite a little bit here. I don't want to take too long because I have to start working again. Working currently from home, so I've got a little bit of flexibility. I run my own business, so it's fine with that. Okay, so I'll just leave it for that. And like I said, if anyone wants to criticize me, give me some constructive criticism, any Muslim, please do so. Feel free, publicly or privately. It doesn't matter at all. When no one's perfect, I'm indeed not perfect at all. I have a lot to learn myself, and I could learn a thing or two as well from you guys that might have read other books than me, and more knowledgeable in different areas. Okay, so assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.